catch your breath, you wanna get out, but as you surface, you don't really know how.
Hey guys, I'm using the rainbow henna today. I actually used the last one for the color that I have now. I used the, it wasn't sable, it was like chestnut. I think this one is the sable, so I'm going to try this one. They all actually look the same. They have this sort of green powder to them, and they smell very smoky. So if you don't really like a natural woodsy kind of smell, then henna is probably not for you. Henna is a natural color. It stays in the hair, so you cannot use bleach or anything else on top of it after you have done this color. It does tend to wash out, but it's still in the hair shaft. So if you put on bleach or any kind of lightener, it will activate and it will make your hair break off or melt off. So I would not recommend doing this if you have any intention of ever lightening your hair. My hair, I did dye it. It came out kind of dark, and then it actually lightened up to this nice reddish brown color after a while. But I do want it to be a little bit darker, so I went with the darker sable color. So you need gloves, latex, plastic, whichever ones you want to use. Color brush, your henna, about a cup of henna powder, and you want to add boiling water or tea to it. If you want more red tones in your hair naturally, you would add something like sherry or like a red tea, like any kind of red tea, red bush tea, anything like that. Put it in a plastic or glass bowl, ceramic bowl, whatever you want to put. Never use metal when you're working with henna. Don't let any metal type of anything touch your hair, and don't use any mixing tools that are metal. So you just want to mix in your bowl here. Use a little mixing spoon. I mix in, for me, because my hair is curly and it's fairly dry, I use 1 to 2 eggs, some olive oil, and a little bit of vitamin E oil, sometimes some avocado, and I use black tea. Black tea actually helps to tone down red tones, so it makes the color a lot deeper. If you're looking for more of like a really, really dark brown with very little red, then that's what you want to do. My hair has a little bit of red in it now, so I'm going to try and tone that down a little bit. It is a nice color, but I just want something different. So it does have a smoky smell to it. I actually like it because it smells very natural. But yeah, so I'm going to start putting this on. Basically, you just want to put on like a junky shirt. Same thing as you would do if you colored your hair normally. Towel that you don't mind getting anything on. You know, wrap it around yourself really well. And just start applying it. I tend to apply it to the most resistant parts first, which is where I get gray, right in here. And I leave that on for a little bit, and then I just move on to the rest of my hair. Make sure that you have some clippies, plenty of little clippies to separate your hair, because henna can be a little bit hard to work with. The consistency of it tends to thicken up over, it's getting actually thicker as I'm even sitting here. So you can keep a little bit of boiling water or the hot tea on hand if you want to do that, just to make the consistency a little bit thinner so it's more workable for the hair. But start applying that, and then you're going to clip all of it up. And if you have a thermal cap, that's great, or like a thermal dryer that you can sit under. I don't have one of those, so I just put a plastic bag over my head, and you want to leave it on for about an hour. So, you know, when you're going to be walking around the house not doing anything is the best time to do this to your hair. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. So you see what my hair is like now, the color, and I'm going to go and do that.
One thing that I forgot to mention that I really like about henna is it doesn't have this disgusting odor that makes you feel like you're probably going to get lung cancer, and it doesn't burn your nose and your eyes when you smell it. You don't have to be in a well-ventilated area just to do your hair. So I really like that about it. I just wanted to add that. That makes me feel a lot better about what I'm putting on my body. So you can see it comes out pretty green and goopy. It's pretty thick, so you really want to like work it in there. But I don't get any scalp irritation, itchiness, anything like that from it that I would get from like a normal color. So there's definitely an upside. I don't know how well this is going to work on my hair because I haven't used this dark color yet. But if you want to do sort of like an ombre look, which is the
lighter towards the ends of the layers in your hair and darker at the root, obviously just pick a darker henna shade, because henna will not lighten the hair. So just pick a darker shade, like probably 2 shades darker than your natural hair or what hair you have now. And what I'm doing is just taking the sections and only doing the root and just kind of dragging it through a little bit. And then flipping it over and doing it this way. That way you get the darkness without doing all of the ends. So you can do that to get that sort of ombre effect, or if you just want the ends to be a little bit of a different color to give that sort of highlighted effect. It also creates more depth and volume in the hair. Yes, I have a bag on my head, and I'm going to wait about 70 minutes to about an hour and a half. That makes sure that all the gray is covered, and yes, I also did my brows. For me, it actually helps to fill them in a little bit more, makes them darker, like they used to be when they were thicker. So you just leave your little plastic bag or heat cap on for a little while, and I'm probably going to do an hour and a half just to be safe. It does darken the shade a little bit, but as I said before, it does rinse out a little over time, so you don't need to be afraid of it becoming extremely black unless you buy black henna. Hey guys, so you can see this is the finished color that I have. It still has tiny, tiny hints of warmth in it, like, for the red and stuff, but the ends are much, much shinier. My hair is much shinier in general. It has natural volume, it's softer, and it was a lot easier to detangle. So that is the finished product. Henna is a godsend for curly, dry, frizzy hair like mine, so try it out. You'll like it.